Hey guys, Jonathan was here for JM Sports 100, the JM Sports Show. How is it going? I'm here to preview the action for Week 5 in the 2015 NFL season, and in this video we are going to take a look at Sunday's matchup between the St. Louis Rams and the Green Bay Packers. The St. Louis Rams come into this game 2-2, and they're 1-1 on the road. The Green Bay Packers come into this game still undefeated on the season. They are 4-0 on the year, 2-0 at home, and looking for their 12th straight win at Lambeau Field. This game right here is interesting because one thing that St. Louis is very difficult to figure out. It's the 2-2 team that could ultimately be 4-0. If you look at their two wins, they beat Seattle. Tough team. Tougher than what their record shows. They beat Arizona last week, knocked them out of the undefeated ranks. Close game. Nonetheless, St. Louis gets the win. They could have beat Pittsburgh. They lost that game, and that was a game that they could have won. That was the game Ben Roethlisberger got hurt in. And really, they should have beaten Washington. So really, this team could be 4-0, but they play to their competition, is what they seem to do, which means St. Louis should play pretty well in this game, right? I think they will for a while. I'm interested to see the running back matchup here. Eddie Lacy and Todd Gurley, two former SEC running backs. St. Louis has not been good against the run. And so I'm interested to see. So I think there's going to be a big dose of Eddie Lacy in this game for the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, there's also Aaron Rodgers too, and Aaron Rodgers is pretty good. The Rams are honestly going to struggle to try to figure out who exactly is going to take the place, or not take the place, but be as effective as linebacker Alec Ogletree, who was the team leader in tackles so far with 55. He's done. He underwent surgery on his leg, so he's done. He's out. So it's going to be interesting to see who they find to fill that void to pick up the tackles that Ogletree is not going to be there to make. Akeem Ayers is switching positions. It'll be interesting to see how that goes too. A lot of interest here. And the Packers don't know if they're going to have Devontae Adams, but at this point, they haven't really needed him. It would be nice for the Packers and Aaron Rodgers to have another weapon, but they're getting it done with James Jones and with Randall Cobb and Ty Montgomery. And to me, this game has the potential to be close for a while, but I don't think it stays close. The Green Bay Packers, I think there's one thing that the Packers obviously get a lot of credit for their great offense with Aaron Rodgers and with all the talent that they have. I don't think the Packers defense this year is getting enough credit for what they're doing. The Packers defense has been suspect in the last several years, but Dom Capers seems to have them really, really tight right now, really playing well, which is good because I think Dom Capers, if the defense was really bad this year or struggled, or even starts to struggle, Dom Capers could be out a lot in part due to frustration. Now, the Green Bay Packers did play well last week against San Francisco, holding them to under 200 yards total offense. That is a mess. That San Francisco team is a mess, obviously, but it's still impressive with what the Packers were able to do, because in games like that, especially, seem to be where the Packers defense is most suspect. In games that they shouldn't give up a lot of yards are usually the games that they do. So I think Packer fans were pretty happy and impressed to see that as well. I think this Packers team, I don't think I know it, this Packers team is really, really good. This Rams team is really, really good too. Like I said, I think this game will be competitive for a while, but I think towards the end, the Packers will pull away. I do have the Packers getting the win in this football game. Don't forget to like the Jam Sports Show page on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Links, as always, are down in the description. I did it backwards. I have to do one more thing first before I'm supposed to do the outro. You should know how to do this by now, you would think. We are 0-1 on the week this week. We are coming off of an 11-4 week. Last week, we did have the Houston Texans beating the Indianapolis Colts, but the only thing the Houston Texans beat last night was themselves with penalties. The Houston Texans lose 27-20 to the Indianapolis Colts last night, giving us our loss and not a great start to the week. We are 37-27 on the year, 806, 472, and 3 lifetime. Once again, let's try the outro again. Don't forget to like the Jam Sports page on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, links as always are down in the description. There you go. Didn't want to take too much time on that. That is going to do it for me. I am Jonathan Mosette for JM Sports 100, the JM Sports Show. This has been a preview for the St. Louis Rams and the Green Bay Packers matchup for Sunday, and I will see you guys later.